7 WWE debuts that will never be forgotten. Do you remember the excitement of a new wrestler making his first appearance at WWE? Whether a new wrestler or one that came to WWE from a different organization, the thoughts were always what does WWE plan to do with him and what he will bring and show in the ring. So, here's a nostalgic video for you wrestling fans as we're proud to present 7 WWE debuts that will never be forgotten, at least according to our view. Here we go, enjoy. Number 7. AJ Styles. When AJ Styles made the announcement that he's leaving NJPW and ROH, it was time to speculate his next move. For a very long time, Styles had an amazing work rate, was known as one of the hottest talents in the world of wrestling that is not part of WWE. He mostly made his mark in ROH, NJPW and TNA Impact, winning several major titles along the way. And so, the time came. The night of the 2016 Royal Rumble, wherein Roman Reigns was set to defend his WWE title against the other 29 contenders. Reigns was alone in the ring, waiting for the number 3 to enter the arena and the ring. But then, an unknown entrance theme began, and the Titantron slowly revealed the words, "I am phenomenal," which quickly sent the crowd into a frenzy. AJ Styles has made his WWE debut, and it was phenomenal. Number 6. Kane. One of the more interesting build-ups in WWE involves our next debut. It all began when The Undertaker's longtime manager Paul Bearer revealed to his former client that his brother Kane was alive. This came as a huge shock to Taker, whose childhood actions had resulted in his family's funeral home burning down and, allegedly, killing Kane. On the night of Bad Blood, 1997, Taker was involved in an intense Hell in a Cell match with Shawn Michaels. It all went as planned for him to win the fight until the lights went out and a sinister new entrance track began to blare. Bathed in red light, Kane made his way to the cell and ripped the door right off its hinges, leaving his brother in shock. Kane then dropped Taker with his own variation with Tombstone Piledriver, helping Michaels to score the pinfall and win the fight. From here on, the feud between the brothers began, producing great fights, especially the one at WrestleMania 14. Thank you for choosing to watch our video. If you enjoyed so far, please like and subscribe to support our channel. We truly appreciate it. You can also hit the bell icon to get notified when we upload new videos to the channel. Now, let's continue. Number 5. The Undertaker. From one brother to another. We talked about Kane's debut, but his brothers is also one to be remembered and cherished. In late 1990 and well into 1991, the $1 Million Man Teddy DiBiase was part of a feud with the American Dream Dusty Rhodes. This rivalry resulted in both men building respective teams for a 5-on-5 elimination match at Survivor Series 90. However, DiBiase kept one of the 5 men as a secret until the night of the event, resulting in one of wrestling's most legendary and memorable debuts. Coming down to the ring from the entranceway, surrounded by a haunting funeral dirge, was The Undertaker, as he was accompanied by his original manager, Brother Love. Taker immediately established many of the trademarks he'd become known for throughout his career. His forbidding presence was aided by his immense size, 1,000-yard stare, complete with purple sunken eyes, and his finisher, the Tombstone Piledriver. Despite being eliminated via countout, Taker definitely left a sizable impression on the crowd, and over the years became one of the most dominant and influential wrestlers in WWE and the entire world. Number 4. Brock Lesnar. Some like Brock Lesnar, others not so much, but you can't ignore his presence. Sure, his matches are short, but in the ring he is a true beast with immense power. In spring of 2002, following a 2-year developmental period in OVW, Lesnar immediately got a chance to prove himself in the ring with the top wrestlers in the big leagues. The next big thing immediately went to work by destroying El Snow, Maven, and Spike Dudley in next to no time at all. His dominance soon became a regular occurrence, with the likes of the Hardy Boys, even Hulk Hogan, facing his wrath. Eventually, Lesnar won the WWE Championship from The Rock at SummerSlam 2002 in the show's main event. In less than a year, Lesnar destroyed several marquee talents and claimed WWE's top prize. And that, my friends, is how you make a real mark in the company. Number 3. Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho always knew how to make a grand entrance, especially at the expense of somebody else. This was definitely the case following his departure from WCW partway through 1999 and subsequent signing with WWE the same year. Warming up everyone for his debut, a mysterious countdown clock labeled Countdown to the Millennium began appearing on weekly episodes of Raw. And then it came on August 9 that same year when, in the middle of The Rock cutting a promo, the countdown hit 0. After some not too impressive 90s graphics, the lights began to flash, leading to a thunderous pyro pop, and when the smoke settled, we finally see Chris Jericho in WWE. With a microphone in hand and the fans losing their minds, Jericho cemented his arrival by stating that Raw is Jericho. Even though The Rock was able to answer Jericho back and silence him, this was a great debut that many fans still enjoy reminiscing, especially one of the best times of WWE, the Attitude Era. Number 2. John Cena. In the summer of 2002, Kurt Angle took to the ring with a microphone in hand and threw out an open challenge to the SmackDown locker room. In a short period of time, generic music began playing in the speakers and a young man with an impressive physique made his way to the ring. Dressed in the most generic gear you can think of from a wrestler, Angle asked this person who he was. This young wrestler said that his name was John Cena, when a clearly amused Angle asked Cena what he possessed that made him think he could be in the same ring as him. Cena replied he brings ruthless aggression and decked the Olympic gold medalist square in the teeth, following with awesome flashy moves, catching Angle off guard with his legitimate athleticism. Of course, Cena was still a rookie and new back then, so Angle was able to turn the tables on Cena and soundly put the young wrestler in his place with a well-placed roll-up. However, this was the beginning of what would be a very impressive and legendary career for Cena. Following countless title wins and WrestleMania main events, Cena has become a modern-day legend, even successfully making the transition to Hollywood. Number 1. Eric Bischoff. Professional wrestling fans, at one time or another, have been conditioned to understand that certain things can't really happen. It could be because of contract obligations, backstage conflicts, or even just availability. There are certain faces you wouldn't expect to see on certain shows. One example to think of was Eric Bischoff, who for most of his career was associated with WWE's main competition, World Championship Wrestling, or WCW. For many years, Bischoff served as WCW's executive producer and later as the company's senior vice president. During the Monday Night Wars, the rivalry between WWE and WCW, Bischoff stood as Vince McMahon's main opposition, as order would have it. However, following WCW's demise in the early 2000s, Bischoff received an offer from none other than Vince McMahon. You can imagine the shock of many when Bischoff made his debut on an episode of WWE Raw on July 14, 2002, becoming Raw's general manager for the next 3 years. Was the dream or real? I'm still not sure. Still remember trying to catch my breath. The ecstatic Bischoff then shared a handshake and hug with his former competitor. For many wrestling fans, this was the equivalent of hell freezing over or the end of the world, something that you never thought you would ever see. Yet, it happened, you saw it, and you remember it clearly to this day. Thank you for watching. Let us know in the comments WWE debut you won't ever forget. Reminding you to like our video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to support our channel. We truly appreciate it. Also, hit the bell icon to get notified when we upload new videos to the channel. Have an awesome day.